Ducati has officially introduced the latest DesertX, and if you've been following the evolution of Ducati's new generation V2 lineup, there was really only one model left that hadn't made the switch. The Panigale, Street Fighter, Monster, and Multistrada have already moved to the new V2 platform. Now for 2026, the DesertX joins them. At first glance, not much seems to have changed. The rally raid silhouette is still here, along with the minimal fairing, the signature twin headlamps, and that tall stance with a 21-inch front wheel. Ducati clearly wasn't chasing a new visual identity. The concept remains the same, a relatively lightweight, sporty twin-cylinder enduro that still makes sense for long-distance travel. But the real update isn't cosmetic, it's mechanical. The new V2 engine is the centerpiece. Ducati has moved away from the desmodromic valve system that defined the brand for decades, replacing it with a conventional DOHC setup using standard valve springs. For some purists, that may feel like the end of an era. From a practical standpoint, though, this solution is simpler, lighter, and significantly easier to maintain. The engine itself weighs a claimed 54.9 kilograms, which is impressive for an 890cc liquid-cooled twin. Valve clearance inspections are now set at 45,000 kilometers, and oil changes come every 15,000 kilometers or 2 years. In real-world ownership terms, that means fewer workshop visits and more time actually riding. Power figures remain familiar: 110 horsepower at 9,000 RPM and 92 Nm of torque at 7,000 RPM. Compared to the previous 937cc engine, output is essentially unchanged. What has shifted slightly is the character of the rev range. The 890cc 90-degree V-twin now features variable intake timing, or IVT, which helps smooth out torque delivery across different engine speeds. The result isn't more peak power, but a more controlled and linear feel when you open the throttle. The 6-speed gearbox still comes standard with a quick shifter. 5th and 6th gears are now longer, reducing RPM at cruising speeds. It's a subtle adjustment, but for a motorcycle designed to cover serious distance, that refinement matters both for comfort and efficiency. Moving to the chassis, the fundamentals stay true to the DesertX formula. Suspension travel remains over 200 millimeters, paired with a 21-inch front and 18-inch rear wheel setup. This is still a genuine adventure platform with real off-road intent. However, the aluminum monocoque frame and rear swing arm are new, and the engine now acts as a structural component. Suspension is fully adjustable from KYB, supported by a Sachs steering damper. Braking duties are handled by Brembo with a 3-disc setup, and the bike rolls on tubeless Pirelli Scorpion Rally STR tires as standard. Claimed weight without fuel is 209 kilograms, just 1 kilogram lighter than before. Fuel capacity, however, drops from 21 liters to 18 liters. On one side, that may improve handling and weight distribution. On the other, for riders planning very long expeditions, those extra 3 liters were meaningful. Electronics are fully in line with modern adventure standards. Riding modes, traction control, cornering ABS, and cruise control are all included. There's a new 5-inch TFT display, dual USB ports, full LED lighting with DRL, and self-canceling indicators. Nothing feels overlooked here. Interestingly, the price has decreased. The 2026 model is positioned 700 euros lower than its predecessor, landing around 15,000 to 100 euros in the European market. For a premium brand like Ducati, introducing a new engine and platform while lowering the price is a confident move. The signature white color remains, now finished in matte. So is the DesertX V2 a revolution? Not really, and it doesn't try to be. This is a measured evolution. Ducati hasn't changed the bike's DNA, it has refined it. The engine is lighter, service intervals are longer, the chassis is updated, the features remain complete, and the pricing is more competitive. For riders looking for a twin-cylinder adventure bike that balances road performance with light to moderate off-road capability, the DesertX V2 remains a very relevant option. It's not the most extreme, and it's not the most affordable, but as an overall package, it feels mature and well considered. Which brings us to the bigger question. Does moving away from desmodromic valves take something away from the DesertX's Ducati identity, or does it simply make it a more logical motorcycle to own over the long term?